Can't wait till you see the footwork on Greer's last touchdown pass. He just jumped off his left foot and he threw that dime to Gary.
Yeah, that was something that, it was good timing. You know, it was something that they started playing a lot of quarters. We were taking a bunch of shots to the outside guys, to our X's and our Z's. And I knew there was going to be a moment where we could get Gary on a matchup, and they didn't really bite on it. You know, it was just Seven and Gary. You know, Will and Gary just make a phenomenal play, which I think the 100,000 people there in that stadium got their money's worth. That was a pretty fun game to be a part of.
Yeah, and then the 2-point conversions, plural, the 4-point conversion.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something that we've been working for a long time. They've had many reps at it. Gives Will a lot of options. You know, it's a safe play that, you know, the first one they went to that option where we hit David, and the second time when we ran it, you know, it gave the option where Will could run it. So very comfortable about it. We were about to call a timeout, but we felt comfortable with it. The way they were bracketing David, it was a perfect inning for Will to end up on that pylon where he hurt his finger on last year. So happy to see him come through with that victory.
Was there any hesitation to go for it? Or
none. We talked about it. We talked about it beforehand that we were going for it. We had it dialed up. The chaos started when we were flipping the hashes. You know, we came out and we did it on the right middle, and then they called a timeout, and we flipped it to the left middle, and we flipped the sides so we could get the matchups we wanted. Then, you know, they call another timeout, and then we end up throwing the slant, and then we run it. It was pretty chaotic, but you know, those kids have executed so many times that we felt very comfortable in running that play.
For Will to score on that side of the pylon where he hurt himself last year, could there be better symmetry?
No, I was very pleased that kid played so hard for us, you know, and he's a phenomenal player, phenomenal person, you know, and just to see him have success and to see him come out with a victory in a hostile environment like that, just so happy for the kid.
What went through your mind when you kind of saw Will down in the field hurt in the
you really don't have time to think. You know, it was more about get Jack in the game, where we're at on the field. Is Tevin okay? We had a play where we get to Tevin. You know, we run the play with Tev, and then that got to the end of that quarter, and then Will says he's good to go, and then we went forward. But you don't really have time to think about it. Got a lot of faith in Jack. He doesn't blink. Went in there, operated it, and you know, I feel comfortable moving forward with Jack if anything ever did happen to Will.
Yeah, we had a big block on that 2-point conversion on the edge. Did you have to modify your play calling without God and being left tackle?
No, not really. Not really. You know, there was a couple times when we were getting in some short yardage that, you know, you wanted to run behind Colton McKivitz, you know, which that's what I'm going to do regardless. You know, so there's nothing really. I thought Kelby came in and didn't blink, you know, and I was very pleased with that. We moved a lot of bodies in and out. And they fought, and they fought till the end, and they kept believing, and just was pleased that you know, Kelby ended up, you know, having the block that Will ran behind the score.
You've seen a lot of Will, obviously. You've worked with him closely in the time you've been here and everything. But the drive, that last drive, the last throw, the one to Jennings, and then the way his composure. I mean, he looked so cool, like it was just the first quarter, the way he took the snap on the 2 points. I mean, does he continue to impress you, or is that even not surprising for you?
That's not surprising at all. I'm saying I've seen that kid do so many plays and been put in so many tough situations. You know, that one was probably the more critical of them all, but you know, the kid is very calm, very composed. You know, sometimes you gotta hit him and tell him to look you in the eyes just to see if he's actually got a pulse, because he's pretty even kill. He's just so focused into the game and trying to understand what they're trying to do to him. So it doesn't surprise me at all how he acts.
Thoughts on the run game today? I know Petaway, it seemed like maybe he had his best game of the year, but McCoy seemed to get going a little bit too.
That's a good question. That was what I thought was the deciding factor for our success. Is because the run game was popping. When we can get the run game popping efficiently, you know, we're going to have a lot of success. And with the way Petaway and McCoy were, you know, getting those chunk yardage and those big plays, long touchdown runs, you know, the home run shots, that's something we had not had all year. He kind of showed it versus Baylor, and then we came through and we got some big plays in the rushing game, and I thought that was pretty much the key to our success offensively.